AQA, Love and Relationships, Grade 9 Essay Plan, Episode 7. Today we'll be comparing When We Two Parted and neutral tones. Now, I've been working a lot to create these essay plans, so I would much appreciate it if you could watch the video and then subscribe if you think you should do that. Now, this is a structure of the comparative essay plan, 2 lines of argument and then 2 subpoints per line of argument. Now, let's begin with our first line of argument comparing the two. Both share semantic fields of broken or death, which indicate the state of the relationship. Now let's look at the subpoints for that line of argument. Pale grew thy cheek and cold in When We Two Parted. Now both pale and cold have deathly connotations, and there's also a line which says vows are broken, and there's irony in the word vows since it was an affair relationship. So again, this idea of death and brokenness, and you can hopefully see how that goes under this line of argument of broken or death semantic fields. Now, in the other poem, you see there's pathetic fallacy, which means you're talking about weather, and you're using weather to dictate a mood. So winter's day, the cold and harsh climate, the end is the final season, and it talks about it links to how it's the final season of their relationship, the harsh temperatures. The quote, the smile on your mouth was the deadest thing. The juxtaposition here between the smile and the deadest and these oxymorons just highlight how terrible what a loving relationship could easily turn into and how it's died and withered. Now there's also the enjambment, and this highlights and imitates the very fractured structure and the very fractured relationship state. So hopefully you can see how both of those subpoints, where we talk about each of the poems separately, highlight this semantic field of broken or death. Let's now move on to the second line of argument. The second line of argument is that both share a cyclical structure, and this indicates a resolution. This indicates no resolution, Now, let's look at the 2 subpoints. So in Silence and Tears, that's what it both begins and ends with in When We Two Parted. And this just depicts the never-ending mental torture in Silence and Tears and Silence and Tears. It's just continuous, repetitive. Now you can see the same bitterness and, sense of unresolved in Winter's in neutral tones, Both poems share this tone of bitterness in the relationship with the semantic field of hatred. Long, long shall I rue thee, and rue means hate. Such hateful language in a poem that's supposed to be about a relationship. And the word deceives as well. There's very deceptive, negative portrayal of relationship. So both of these share a cyclical structure in which their endings tie back to their beginnings, which is used to highlight the bitter and, never-ending end to the relationships. Now, if you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to both Noble for GCSE and Noble for A-Level. We do videos on a range of subjects, including geography, RS, computing, and many more. So make sure you subscribe, and see you soon.